Hello, my name is George Watts. I'm a British Wheel of Yoga, and I've got a website called georgewatts.org, and it's full of hundreds of resources for yoga teachers for lesson planning. And also just launched a new website called selfgrowthseeds.com, which is for yoga teachers can record their yoga classes using their smartphone, record the audio, and they can upload it to the website and start earning some passive income from it. I thought I'd do a quick video, live Google Hangout, showing, well, live, how I go about creating doing a class from creating the handout to recording to and uploading. So the whole process very quickly. I've got it's now just gone 12:30. I've got a phone chat with a yoga teacher in 1 o'clock, so I've got less than half an hour to do this, so we're going to get cracking. So I'm going to do, within this time, I'm going to do a 15-minute recording, and we'll see how it goes. So, you know, I'm starting pretty much from scratch. I've got an idea on for the 50-minute yoga session I want to do. I used to be a professional golfer, so I specialize in doing yoga for golfers, but not so much the stretching. I still do some of the stretching stuff, but I'm more interested in the mind and how to prepare the mind on the golf course while they're playing, try to get them in peak performance mode, basically. I think yoga is brilliant for that. So what I'm doing here is a really simple, so these 15-minute, if you're doing these 15-minute sessions, yoga sessions that you're recording, keep them really simple. You don't have to cram loads of stuff in there. You just have a one-pointed theme, one thing that you're going to be teaching on, and that's all you need to do. So in a class, when you have a 90-minute session, you'll have a full class, lots of things going on. That's fine, but in a 15-minute session, try to keep it concise and stick to your one-pointed theme. So what I'm doing here is a walking meditation for golfers. So and I've done some handouts here, and the handout so I've got a few meditations, walking meditations, but I'm just going to focus on one. So again, I'm not going to do more than one for each minute. 50-minute section that I do. So one of the handouts I've done is just giving is very simple. So if you're a yoga teacher, you're probably used to creating handouts. So here's the one-page handout. Very simple, giving some stats on golf. So I'll go through that in a minute because that's going to be part of my recording. So I'm going to actually do the recording in a second, but just show you the handout. So when you're giving the handout, obviously best to give one-page handout. So you do reams and reams of it, but I've got another one-page handout where they've got all the information they need on one page. So here's the actual walking meditation. So again, very simple. It just has the green title at the top, walking meditation, and some of the words bolded and large. And I've done some editing down the bottom, scribbled some stuff at the bottom to edit this later. So they're the handouts. So I'll have these handouts with the audio, so the person coming to Self Growth Seeds and they see my walking meditation for golfers audio, and they can then download the handouts to go with the audio if they wanted to. They don't have to, but it's there as a bit of a package for them if they want a visual aid. So that being said, here's how I then prepare. So the first step I did was obviously had the idea for the 50-minute session. Or if you're just recording your 90-minute normal yoga class, you just rock up with your phone and your lavalier mic. I'll go through this in a minute, and just hit record, and you just record the class as normal. But if you're preparing little something at home, or you're doing a one-to-one session, but usually most of the time I'll just do these little 50-minute sessions. I'll just record them in my front room. So the first thing I'll do is have the idea and there for the class, like walking meditation, and then I'll come up with a handout. I'll probably write it out first, or have a look online for stuff, have a look through some of my golfing books to do a bit of research, then come find what I'm doing, put it into a handout, and then print those handouts out and have them on my mat. So normally when I'm doing this, I won't be in front of here sitting down at my desk. I'll be on my mat, and I'll have printed the handouts out, and I'll put the handouts on the front of my mat and start recording from my mat. So I'll get started to show you how from the very beginning. So now, first step was getting the idea. Second step was doing the handouts and then printing them out. Next step is we're going to prepare the phone, get the phone ready. So I use a Apple phone. So I will just put this lavalier mic here. So we got that there. I'm just putting that in the hole there. Put it all the way in, and I'm going to go to my recording app. There's lots of different recording apps that you can use, loads of them. The default one's called Voice Memos. That's fine, you can use Voice Memos. I'm going to use something called RodeRec recording app, so I'm going to click on that. Comes up with a screen there, and I've just got to click on the plus sign there to start the recording. So when I'm ready, normally I'd be on my mat, not here at the desk, but I'm just doing a demo here, live demo, a quick example of how I do it. So I've got my handouts in front of me as my little guide. And what I normally do is have a few sort of practice sessions, really. So I'll just get on my mat and go through this before recording. And once I'm then happy with it, I'll do the practice sessions while recording, actually, because I'll now listen back and I can just delete them afterwards. That's a good way of doing it. So yeah, I'll get cracking now. So here I've got it ready. I'm going to click on the plus button there, and you'll see it's loading. So now I can then click now record. So it's now ready. At the top there, it can see the how much the voice is picking up. So that's okay. And now I'm going to hit record, and just so just imagine here, this is my first. I haven't gone through this yet, so I'm just doing this live. So I've never haven't practiced any of this yet. So I'm just going to show you the process that I'm going through. So I'm going to record now and start going through my practice. I'll probably stop recording and then do another one and then see how it goes. So click recording now. Hello, my name is George Watts. I'm a British Wheeler Yoga teacher and a former professional golfer. Today we're going to do a class on walking meditation. So if you're like most golfers, you've probably never done a walking meditation in your life, and you've probably been on the golf course, and you've probably been playing golf for many, many years. I'm going to show you today why that is why you need to change that immediately. So here, the walk between shots is the most crucial part of the game. So I'll say that again. The walk between shots is the most crucial part of the game. So I'm going to show you why. I'll give you a few sort of reasons here. So it's the interval between shots that most really where the game is either won or lost in the mind, and here's why. So swinging a golf club takes 2 seconds. So swinging a golf club, just 2 seconds. So 90 seconds out of 4 hours is spent swinging a golf club. So out of the whole round of golf, which normally takes 4.5 hours, 90 seconds is actual playing golf. So when you do the math, a golfer will spend 160 times more effort walking than swinging a club. If you break the math down even more, that's 99.937% of your time on the golf course is spent walking, and 0.063% is spent swinging. So you're talking over 99.9% of the time on the golf course is spent walking, and less than 0.1% of the time is spent actually swinging a golf club. So here is why it's so important. The pros know this, and they know the walk is part of the game and part of the preparation. And they know how important what they're doing while they're walking up to the golf shot. I mean, you can understand here within 4.5 hours on the golf course, when you're only spending 90 seconds actually swinging a golf club, there's a lot of time where you can get distracted and you can dwell on bad shots in between the walk to the next shot. And that is what the untrained mind loves to do. It loves to dwell on bad shots. And even Ben Hogan in his prime said he hit 2 good shots around or something like that, 1 or 2 good shots around. And he was the best, arguably one of the best golfers to have ever lived, and he only hit 1 or 2 good shots around. So an average golfer will just hit hardly any good shots. They're just they'll be off shots. You'll only hit 1 or 2 shots if you're Ben Hogan exactly how you wanted to. So most of the time you're hitting shots off target and not the way you wanted to. So this is why it's so crucial to be aware of what you're doing when you're walking. So it's these walking meditation that I'm going to go through right now that you can start doing. So you can just take your phone if you want to on the golf course, and you can just have the meditation going and just have it playing over and over again. So before I do that, a walking meditation is by far the quickest and easiest way to improve your golf game. So you don't have to go to the range. You don't have to beat millions of golf balls. You don't have to go to your golf pro and spend money at a golf pro getting lessons. The quickest and easiest way to improve your golf game, believe it or not, is doing this. Is doing these walking meditations and training your mind to get into peak performance when you're over the ball, and that all happens while you're walking. So during that 99.9% of the time when you're walking and not playing, not swinging a golf club, that's where your game is either won or lost. That's where you're going to either play to get the best out of your performance, or you'll just have an average round or a poor round. So here's walking meditation. I'm going to do another audio. So if you just want the audio where you're just listening only to this walking meditation, you'll be able to see next to this one where you can just download or stream this audio just as a walking meditation. So while you're walking on the course, if you've got your headphones or something, you can, in between the shots, you can put your headphones in and you can just listen to this as you're walking, just to get a feel for it. And then once you're kind of used to it, you won't need to use the phone, but it's nice for the first few rounds that you're doing this, just to do it. And even if you're not on the course, if you're doing this at home, you can just put it in and you can visualize yourself at the golf course, see yourself at the golf course, smell the grass, see yourself there dressed up in your golf uniform, coming up on the first green, taking your first shot, and doing this walking meditation. So do it visually if you're at home doing this, and if you're at the course, you can just click play and do it on the course. So let's get started. So walk with soft vision, allowing the eyes to relax and focus upon nothing, while aware of everything. Smile softly with your eyes. Gradually allow the smile to spread from your eyes to your face and throughout your body. Imagine every cell of your body smiling softly. Let in all the joy, happiness, gratitude, and self-worth, and let it enter your body with each step. Each footstep becomes a step into deeper inner peace. You become so peace-filled that there is no room for anger. You become so peace-filled that there is no room for anger when the outcome doesn't match yours. Smile softly with your eyes. Gradually allow the smile to spread from your eyes to your face and throughout your entire body. Feel every cell of your body smiling softly as you're walking with each step. Let in all the joy, happiness, gratitude, and self-worth in. Let it enter your body with each step. With each step, let in all the joy, happiness, gratitude, and self-worth. Each footstep now is becoming a step into deeper inner peace. You understand that the more relaxed you are physically and mentally, the more able you are to enter the peak performance zone. You're becoming so peace-filled that there is no room for anger. Even if you hit a shot and it doesn't go where you expect it, you just observe and walk and move on to the next shot. Imagine every cell of your body smiling softly. Walk with soft vision, allowing your eyes to relax and focus upon nothing, while aware of everything. Each footstep becomes a step into inner peace. Imagine every cell of your body smiling softly. Okay, so I've stopped that there. So I've stopped that on 10 minutes. So that's one thing while you're recording. If you're doing a 10-15 minute session, just stop it around, just have it visually there in the background. You can see when you're doing the recording, no matter what recording app you're using, you'll see the timer going. And you just, if you are doing a 10-15 minute session, just keep it to that time. And when you see it coming up to it, just have your ending prepared. If it's a pretty simple one like that, you don't really need too much of an ending. But if it's a 90-minute class that you're recording, there we go, we've got 10 minutes left before I got a phone call. But if you've got 10, if you're doing a 90-minute class, it's good to have know what your beginning and your ending is. So with any good story, there's a beginning, middle, and end. So with the beginning, you're going to be introducing yourself, saying your name. Hi, I'm George Watts. I'm and today we're going to be doing and name your theme. So now today we're going to be doing a 15-minute yoga session focusing on walking meditation. So that would be your beginning, your intro. Then you get into the meat, the middle section, which is going to be obviously what you're going to be talking about or what the session's about. And then at the end, it's good to prepare a little ending. If you've got a little bell, you can ring a little bell, or if you've got a bowl, or you just say, bring your hands into prayer and say Om Shanti or Namaste. Whatever it is, there's a bazillion different ways that you could end the class, but it's good to have your formula for the beginning, where you're introducing your name and you're then introducing the theme, the title for the class, and then doing the middle part, saying, okay, let's get ready, let's get going. So you're then doing the middle part, and then the end is really good to to know what your ending is as well. So, and then it just takes the pressure off a little bit. So the ending there, I could say, for that kind of one there, because it's a meditation, it's I don't really need to do a bell or anything at the end to do anything there. But I could have said something like, "I hope you enjoyed this class," and just do a quick recap. You could do a quick recap of what the aims and the outcomes were for the class, and I could have said, "Hope you enjoyed this walking meditation, and that now you have a tool that you can use that very few teachers, very few golfers know about, and it's like a secret that you have to improve your golf with zero effort." So it's a little sort of ending like that, just a quick recap of the class, and then I could say Namaste or Om Shanti, and then click end. So I could do that right now, actually. So I've got here, the good thing about these recording apps is that I can now click the record again. It's paused, so I haven't clicked done. So I can click record again, and it will record from where I've left off. So I will click record and do a little ending. So let's go with that. So I hope you enjoyed this walking meditation, and just to recap what you've learned here. What you've got here is an effortless way to improve your golf, but also to make golf more enjoyable. So if over 99.9% of the time your golf is spent walking, why not enjoy that time to the best of your abilities? Doing these walking meditations is a lot of fun, and you'll get the most out of it. So give it a try, and namaste. So with that, I've done the voice recording. So I should say at the beginning, so my partner just walked into the room there. She was up doing a session for what she does, but I started with this recording before letting her know that I'm doing recording. So first two things that you kind of need is just to get your phone on airplane mode. So go to settings, and you'll see airplane mode, and you just got to drag it across, or whatever. If you got an Android phone, be something similar. Just go to make sure your phone is in airplane mode setting, and then just let everyone know if you're recording in the front room or whatever, or you've got your own room. Just let people know you're recording, and just don't disturb. So yeah, and that's it. So once I've done the recording there now, you'll see at the top right there is a way that I can now share that. So I'm going to go click that on the top, and it comes up with this screen: SoundCloud, Dropbox, file sharing, email, and FTP. So I've already set this up to go to my Dropbox. I'm going to click on Dropbox. I'm going to, so here's where, if we happen to have a chat on Skype, you'll need to contact me, email me, or call me and say, "I'm interested in doing this," and I'll set you up with this Dropbox. So it's really easy, but you'll need to contact me first to do this. So my email is mail@georgewatts.org, and my website is georgewatts.org, and you can go to contact page to contact me from there. So here I'm going to select the directory I want it on. So I'm going to click on the audio yoga recording section. Yours will be something different. It'll be your name and your name, yoga recording classes. Click on the top left again, back to go back to here. I'm going to click, I want to change the format, because the best format here, the default is WAV. I want it as an MP3. So I'm going to select MP3 there, and then click top left again, Dropbox to go back. Then I'm going to now send, I'm ready. I've got the directory, I've got the right format, MP3. Now I'm ready to send it to Dropbox. So I click on that, and you'll see it's now sending to Dropbox. So that file is going to be sent to a Dropbox, a folder on your computer, and also amazingly, magically, it's going to be sent to synced up with a folder on my computer. So That's what's really good about this, is that as soon as that's gone there, I will be able to see it on my computer, and I can go into Audacity, which is an audio editing software, and I can, if there's any background noise or anything, I can improve it. If there's I've got there's one yoga teacher yesterday who's sent me mantras, and so I can take the mantra part out, and I then duplicated that to have that as just a single 50-minute yoga session, just having the mantra. So his was a live class. He was doing a mantra. So I just cut all the other stuff out and just kept the mantra section, and just kept that over and over and over again until it was a 50-minute section. So now we've created 2 passive income streams from that one audio. So he's got his normal live class. I then went to the Dropbox and listened to it and realized that, okay, that would be good just as having an audio section there, just the mantra. So I cut that part out and turned that into another audio. So now he's got 2 income streams from that audio. So really hope that helps. I will do another Google Hangout later on how to best use the Rode Rec recording app, and also lots of other videos. I'll show you how to use Audacity if you want to do any editing of the audios yourself, but most of the time you won't need to do any editing. It's the good thing about this is that it's kept raw. So yeah, I hope that helps. And if you've got any questions, go to georgewatts.org, go to my contact and send me an email or call me, and look forward to hearing from you.